Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Skin Boutique. Now, I'm really hoping today that I don't delete the footage by accident. Anyway, on today's episode, I really want us to learn how to go about our foundation. And when I say that, I mean, what do you do if you go in with a foundation that's darker than your skin tone or a foundation that's way lighter than your skin tone and you don't want to take it off? Okay, so I'll see you all in the next 6 seconds or so. So let's dive right in. Now I'm going to apply a brown foundation on one side of my face. Well, a foundation that's a bit darker than my skin tone. And on this other side, I'm going to apply a foundation that's a bit lighter than my skin tone. And then we'll see about how to go about it. Right? So here I am. And actually, I don't even have a foundation that's like a lot darker than my skin tone. So I'm using what I usually use to contour. Okay, I'm gonna add more. Okay, so this side of my face is very, very, very tan, and we're gonna go in with a lighter foundation on this other side. But I haven't put any foundation under my eyes. If you've been on this channel and have learned anything, you know not to put foundation under your eyes. So especially if you have dark circles, do not do that. All right, so let's go in with a lighter foundation on this side. Okay, so I'm going in with a lighter foundation on this other side. And as you can see now, there's where you're actually going to really see that difference between this side and this side. And again, I'm not really touching anywhere under my eyes. So, okay, so let's see how to go about this. Now, if you do this or this, you can always fix it. So, let's start with this side. What I'm gonna do is go in with my normal concealer right there, okay, and blend that out. Just gonna, oh, I really need a new sponge. You know what, I'm just gonna, oh, yes, let me just get a new sponge. Okay, so let's blend this out. And I'm just looking up while I'm blending it out. Okay, now it's already looking better. And I'm gonna go in with more just under my cheekbone and then also blend it out but downwards. So let's do this. This is like literally just like highlight and contour. Like, now we won't forget to highlight areas of the forehead because our forehead is looking kind of very, very, very tan. So where you'd normally, just highlight your forehead, you're gonna go in with a bit of concealer and let it do all the highlighting like this. So normally I would contour just the top of my forehead. So I'm just gonna like do that and then blend this out. Of course, for this other side, we're still gonna do our normal everyday concealer, right? Even if it is whiter, just go in with like your normal everyday concealer. And then now when it comes to the contour, we're gonna go heavy with that contour. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it will make sense in a few minutes. So let's just blend this out. And I know I haven't given it time to be, I don't know, kind of sticky or tacky. So just bear with me. Okay. Okay, now let's go do the contour, and we're gonna do like a very heavy contour. Okay, so let's go in with that contour, and I'm just gonna try and match it to this other side so I look very, very bronzed on both sides. Then on my jawbone there, and up here. And then you're just gonna blend, 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 blend. You can as well just blend your entire face, right? Because, and voila. Okay, so now let's just set everything with a setting powder and then see how it all looks. I'm actually curious to see how it's gonna look by the end of this little tutorial. Okay, so we have our setting powder, and I'm just gonna like set the under eye first. Of course, I'm gonna carve out that cheekbone on both sides just so we can see kind of the difference. Right. Oh, and let me not neglect my forehead. Right. Okay, and we're done. I feel like the contour on this other side is much heavier, but that's okay because we simply started out with like a darker shade of foundation, and then the contour on this side is much more subtle, even though I used almost the same amount of product that I used on this side of my face. Well, not the same amount of product per se, but at least on the cheekbone area, because I feel like I really went in with that contour just so it could match this other side. And I guarantee you, this actually looks really good in natural light. So you can walk around like that. Yeah. And we are at the end of this little tutorial. I hope you learned how to correct your foundation, whether it's light or dark. And that's it, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video, as long as my throat doesn't start acting up, because I have this horrible sore throat. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Bye.